Africa, it's Nyazungu, aka the Chartered Vendor, and today we're on the Selling Like a Vendor podcast. We will talk about everything sales. And in these economies, you look at most of the African countries, especially Zimbabwe. Most of the African countries, there's no production to talk about. There's less production in terms of manufacturing. If you look at it right now, most probably if you're going to look at what you're actually wearing right now, chances are you have got probably one garment which came from China. So when we don't produce, ultimately, we are supposed to be selling. And like what I always say, sales is for everyone and everyone is in sales. So this is a podcast which we give you to educate each other in terms of sales. By the way, this year I've done several workshops. I think we've only rested for one Sunday so far, and every weekend we're actually working with companies, the fuel industry, spares, real estate, bakeries, big companies, small companies. So if you also want to be trained, you should bring Jerry to your training before your competition does. But anyway, today I'm just going to be talking about something which is interesting. And I've noted that most of the sales people, we are hit by something which you actually don't know. So today I'm just going to be talking about the 5 reasons why customers don't buy from you. So number 1, it's money. So the reason why people don't buy from you is because they don't have a budget. And how now are you going to convince someone? Have you ever noticed that right now? If you are really interested in something, I still remember that was year 2012, and I wanted to marry my wife, but by then I used to earn peanuts. I didn't have a lot of money, and I wanted to marry. Guess what I did? I borrowed. I took a loan from the bank to pay lobola. So it means sometimes when you've got a product which is dear, or when you've got a service which you know that you cannot let it go, what are you supposed to be doing? A customer is supposed to borrow. So a budget, when someone might not have funds to buy from you, but if you sell very well, if you show that there's value, if you show that they really need this product, what do? Sometimes money is not even an issue. They'll go and borrow. Look at what is happening. How many people are doing mortgages? How many people are borrowing for them to pay something which is dear to them? Just remember, if someone probably is sick, who is dearest to you? Your kid, your mother, your father, probably your husband, your wife. What are you going to be doing? Definitely you go and borrow. So money is the other reason why most people don't buy. So second reason, there's an issue of time. You look at it, you call someone right now, then they say, I don't have time to meet with you. How many times you're doing a cold call? Probably it wasn't even a cold call. Someone has hit your inbox. They want a software. They want to buy a product from you. Then they'll tell you that, Jerry, I don't have a lot of time. I'm busy. I don't have time. So how do you show this person that they really need to talk to you? What you do is your pitch is supposed to be very interesting. When you ask for time, let's say someone says, I'm busy. Then you say, I can leave 30 seconds to talk to you. Then your pitch is supposed to be captivating. It's supposed to say, I'm supposed to be interested in talking to you. I'm supposed to see the reason why I should actually meet with you and why I should also buy from you. So that's the second reason why people don't buy. So we talked about time, and we're going to talk about point number 3, which I think is one of the most important reasons why people don't buy, or why people also buy. It's need. You are talking about the need, the why. Why do I want to buy your product? You see, you're selling a cell phone. A person is not going to buy a phone, but a person is going to buy what the phone does. So end of the day, it's not about buying a phone. End of the day, it's buying the need. Why do I want to use that phone for? For example, another phone, someone might buy a phone specifically for the camera. Someone might buy a phone specifically for a space. Someone might buy a phone specifically for a long life battery. And obviously, someone can buy an iPhone just because they want to brag. People have got different reasons, they've got different needs. So, what I want you to actually say, people don't buy from you because they don't see a need why they should actually buy that product. So, what I want to tell you today, if you are selling, you're out there, you're selling, most of the customers, they actually have fear of losing than desire to gain. So, when you're selling a product, try to actually show the client how they are going to lose their status quo, how they are going to lose whatever they have today. For example, you are selling an antivirus and someone has got a laptop. If you show them that probably an antivirus is going to wipe out all their data from the laptop, what do? They'll react instantly. But if you say, if you buy an antivirus, you're going to get additions, rarely people react when they're going to gain. Because obviously, even right now, someone who stays in one room, if you're going to tell them that if you work very hard, you end up living in a mansion, they'll say it's nonsense. Because why? They're comfortable with their squeaking bed. They're comfortable with wherever they're actually staying right now. So it's the desire to gain. But if you tell them that probably they're going to lose that small bed which they have, what do? They usually react fast. So that's the need. Then the sense of urgency. You're in a deal. The customer was interested. The need was there. The budget is there. But they don't just find. They are saying they delay. They keep on procrastinating. They keep on postponing. So what do you do when you've got a kind of scenario which is like that? People have got no agency. What you should do is to show them why they really need to go with this product today. I remember just yesterday, I'm also a salesman. So every day I'm also in the trenches trying to sell services. Those who don't know, I also sell softwares. I sell an ERP software called Odoo. I also have an accounting firm. So we also do accounting, tax, company secretarial. And we actually have facilitated almost 100 investments into Zambia just last year. And this year, we're even targeting more. So we also do facilitation of investment in Zimbabwe and Zambia. That's what I also do. I also have an HR firm and I also have a sales consultant firm. So that's what I do. So I also go out and sell. So this client was actually saying, we want to adopt or do ERP, but right now we cannot do that because we've got Palladium and you only act when the license is expired. That's when you're going to buy from you. Then I say to them, say, why do you actually want to move from Palladium in the first instance? Then they said, no, it's got they actually they are using computers, but they've found out that Odoo is going to bring flexibility. People can work from anywhere. People can work from any gadget. Then, end of the meeting, guess what the client actually said? They said, Jerry, you're making sense. I think we should adopt or do ERP as soon as possible. So currently, I'm actually chasing for that payment. I'm demanding for that $4,000. I want it actually. And tomorrow or a day after tomorrow, the customer is supposed to make a payment. Because why? I showed them that it's urgent. They need this product as soon as possible. Then lastly, number 5, trust. Wow. To me, I think that's where everything is. You know, I've dealt with customers. You want to train them. People are skeptical. Jerry, you're going to spend the whole day with us. What are you going to be saying? And most often times, I always tell them that, no, guys. When Jerry is in front of you, when I'm dazzling that, I'm doing that training, definitely it's not going to take a lot of time. And I've noticed most of the people in my trainings, 4 hours, they're done. Even my videographer also will be enjoying the training to the extent that people, they don't usually see whether we've actually finished 3 hours or 4 hours. So what I'm saying is all these clients are skeptical. All these clients, they are not buying from us because of trust. If you notice, if you're faced with the trust issues, what are you supposed to be doing? That's when third-party data actually works. Testimonies. Show them what you've done before. Like, for example, if I've worked with big companies, if I show them that I've actually worked with big companies, if I show them what I've done with the big companies and what I've achieved, most often times, you notice that clients, they react differently. And I always urge my videographers to take some testimonies so that we can also show these clients who are doubting Thomases. They don't feel like Jerry is the one who's going to deliver them from Egypt to Canaan. So you need to use third-party data. Use it. You need also to grab a letterhead, write as much information, give it to your client. They put it on their letterhead and confirm that they're actually using your software. That's actually, it's killer. It's massive. It's lethal if you're going to use that kind of information. Third-party data actually helps in terms of trust. That's why you notice also that when you're prospecting, it's easy for you to get customers when they're referrals. I was given, on Sunday I was I was doing training. Shout out to Copy Space. I was training them on Sunday. Shout out to them. If you've got a car, if you're not buying from Copy Space, I don't know what you're doing. And if you're not feeling it ridden, I also don't know what you're actually trying to do with your car. But anyway, I was with a Copy Space. So shout out to Mr. Chitoa Mombe. He gave me a referral. When I called initially and I said, I'm Jerry from M&J, he was like, who is that? The trust issues. But when I said I was referred by Mr. Chitoa Mombe, boom, he started even smiling. Wow, they said that vendor, I would like to see you as soon as possible. Are you even free today? You get what I mean? Trust issues. So when you're in sales, resistance, you're going to face it. So if you notice most of the times, if I wasn't on a board, I was going to draw it for you. If you notice, the first time on your call, you're fighting resistance here. So you're trying to remove that resistance by showing them that they've got a need. You're showing them that you're trustworthy. You're showing them that you know what you're actually saying. On another note, if you are doing something and you're selling something, or you're saying I'm an electrician, or you're saying I'm a plumber, you're saying I'm a consultant, then your customer says, show me the qualifications. It means whatever you're saying probably in that discussion is nonsense. Are you getting it? Because if you're a real consultant, people are never going to ask you about your qualifications. So remember these 5 issues which make customers not to buy from you. Number 1, money. Number 2, time. Number 3, need. Number 4, agents. Number 5, trust. So go out and actually sell hard. So sometimes we are hit with things in sales. The salespeople, I feel for them. We don't know where actually the wheels are coming off. Sometimes when you're playing a game, it's good to actually know where you are failing in the game. So this is the information which I have for you this week. We are going to be bringing you all this information this week as we are trying to demystify what happens in the sales process and what we can do to increase sales as we are trying to hustle in these countries, in Zimbabwe, in Zambia, South Africa, in Southern Africa, West Africa, East Africa. Shout out to you guys. Go out and sell hard. Make sure that you're selling something, you're pushing. Remember I said, sales is not only for sales people, but sales is for everyone. Pastor, president, teacher, mom, housewife. Everyone is in sales at the end of the day. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. Remember also to click on the bell so that they can actually remind you when this podcast is airing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Until next time, it's Jerry out, the Chartered Vendor. Remember, everyone is in sales. Sales is for everyone. Until next time.